Hello and welcome to the Free Pixel channel. My name is Jacob and this is Goodbye Deponia. And it seems like we're heading towards the end. We're supposed to come up with a plan in the last second before everything is doomed. And
there's a plan missing. You know, that was totally swell of you to save me.
Please, don't remind me. Think of something else, and fast. You're usually overflowing with ideas. Now come on, show us what you've got.
She saved my life. I knew she was still hot for me.
yeah, sure thing.
Jugular ragu! Whoop, whoop, whoop!
She doesn't have a plan. She never did. Don't you have an idea or two?
I've tried, Rufus. I'm sorry. You were right. The plan to shoot Elysium out of the sky was sheer madness. Anyway, the cannon's plugged by the tank now, and I am out of ideas.
But you've got to think of something. You're the real tinkerer here.
You're wrong, Rufus. I may be tidier, more precise, more reliable, more skilled, and quite a bit smarter than you. But this is not the time for prudent action. If there ever was a right moment for a rash act of desperation, then it is now.
But
He's right, Rufus. You can do it.
Only a madman can save us now, and that's where you come in.
Exactly. What we need now isn't just another crazy Rufus maneuver. We need the most absurd plan you have ever hatched.
No more and no less than the ultimate maneuver.
Oh boy. Well, let's get to it then, Rufus.
Why not?
You never know what it's like to try.
What have we got to
We'll
lose?
do it that
Sure
way.
beats not having a plan.
Alright. I guess we're going to fire ourselves.
It won't get any better if you keep fiddling with it. The wig is a little singed. So what? Be glad at least that the costume survived Oppenbot's fall.
oh yeah, yippee. That way, I was able to pilfer the clothes from my own corpse. I can barely restrain myself from jumping for joy.
Don't you think this is the wrong moment to turn into a sissy?
It's all right. For all I care, we can get started.
Well then, onward to Elysium.
And here we go. Huh? Nothing's happening.
Did you check the cables?
I thought the doc had seen to that. I have to do everything myself around here.
Good luck, Rufus.
Hey, this has nothing to do with luck. My plan is 100% based on the laws of circumstantial pressure and lack of alternatives. She doesn't seem nervous at all. Not that there'd be any reason to be nervous.
Oh, a little air, at last.
Can you move over a bit?
Whose hand?
Who's that?
Shut up back there! Rufus needs to concentrate.
Can you check whether anyone's standing on the cable?
Not me.
Me neither.
It must be you, Mook.
Don't be silly, woman.
Perhaps you, Doc?
I don't
Wait,
know.
why are
I
the
can
Mook
no longer
family in
feel
here?
my legs.
I think it's me.
That's not the cable.
Barry! Wait, I found the problem. I just need to lift this sandbag somehow.
That is me.
Oh, it should work now.
Thank you. This is it.
The final maneuver proved as a move no more nuts as any other plan there was at hand. a perfect occasion for a contemplation of all the events and the writer's intent. It may seem safe to say that Rufus's way for saving the day is a little snafu. But when shit hits the fan is when a decent man's plan will in deeper as ever a diver with a scuba to do.
Well done. That's maybe the last music part in this game until the next one. Doomsday, Deponia Doomsday. The plan worked.
That's what I like about you. You always find a place to park. But could you have picked a spot in the shade?
Huh. Next time you drive and I do the drinking. I wonder why they haven't sounded the alarm yet.
Yes, they appear to be ignoring us. Try to make it work for you.
Okay, if I'm not back in 10 minutes, give me 10 more. They're doing what they do best. They're standing in my way. Attention!
Oh, bailiff on deck!
Division, halt!
Yes, sir, bailiff.
Oh, yeah. I mean, well done.
I guess that worked.
Oh, crap. More of them.
That's Cletus in the back.
Attention! Bailiff on deck. Hello? Bailiff on deck.
Yeah, we've noticed. Tell us something we don't know.
Really? Mind your manners, will you? A little more respect for our bailiff.
Right. Yep. He's got a point. After all,
What is the target?
bailiff.
Yes, exactly.
There are too many Rufuses.
After all, I'm the bailiff. Remember that. Is this the right floor, bailiff? You should know that, being a bailiff and all. Ah. The more I think about it, maybe not. In that case, why are we stopping here? Well, we're not stopping. I just thought we could use a break. Is this the right floor, bailiff? You should know that, being a bailiff and all. Ah.
Yes, I guess.
Of course. Of course. Are you completely sure about that? Of course I'm sure. I'm the bailiff. I'm always sure. Good to know. Time to disembark, everyone. The bailiff says we're here. Let me guess.
Great.
Oh,
Yes.
Cletus? No. Argus. You guessed it. And you must be...
Glad you're exactly as confused as I am, Rufus.
Foolhardy and stupid, as always. Or don't you realize that I will now have to break every single one of your bones? Wait! Can't we come up with a more peaceful solution? I don't think so. The time for amicable agreements has expired. I've been looking forward to this day. Put 'em up! Oh. What do you think you're doing? Just give up. What do you think you're doing? Just you wait. Come here and fight like a man.
Oh.
Ow! Hey! What do you think you're doing? Hey, did you really believe your little games could save you? Face it, it's no use. Cut it out.
Guess down.
What do you think you're doing?
I don't know.
Come here and fight like a man. Cut it out. What have we here? A throttle valve to adjust the elevator's speed. Who needs that kind of thing? Ow!
Guess that works.
Ow! Hey!
Goodbye, Argus.
Bailiff, at last. The team is waiting impatiently.
Waiting?
For your speech, of course. And
Of
allow me
course.
to add that I am no less excited myself. Your speeches are always so inspiring, so eloquent. You play the crowd like a virtuoso plays his piano. And if I may say so, a less charismatic orator would literally be torn to pieces by such an audience.
He would.
Oh, certainly. But your words are like magic. Inimitable. But here I am, just raving on. You should get started before the crowd grows even more agitated.
Yes, nobody wants that.
Electrifier, work your
No one
magic.
wants that.
Just a moment. I think,
Gentlemen, we are about to be addressed.
Somehow
by
your
our
voice is
great
less loud
role
now
model,
when you're on the
our
mic.
leader, our mentor, our idol, Bailiff Argus, who just a moment ago personally assured me that the speech he's about to deliver will inflame your hearts for our common cause. And now, stand to attention! You are now being addressed by Bailiff Argus!
he knew this, and he just let me walk into it.
What an ass! Yes, what an... Well, I mean, that ass... I don't... No, what I'm trying to say is... That ass... Up on the bridge! Is certainly not the only arse in this place. The Organon is an organization of arses. That's how we were constructed. That
I
is
think
our
this-
destiny.
I don't think it's
I know. Why is he saying those things? Well, this is why. Just look around. What are we actually doing here? We're supposed to destroy a planet for which we don't give a rat's ass. For people who don't mean shit to us. Isn't it time to realize that we are the asses here? Then why don't we do what is expected of us? And shit on them! Come on, say it! We don't give a shit! I could name you 1,000 more examples. The fact is, we're the asses here. But is that something to be ashamed of? I say no! I, for my part, am proud of what I am. I am an ass! And you're all asses too! It's time to show the world what's inside us! Long live the Organon!
I guess that worked somehow. I don't understand how, but sure.
Good.
Very inspiring, like always.
Great. Well, then I can go now. Which way to the bridge?
But, what about the hymn?
The hymn?
Yes.
Exactly. Following each of your speeches, you lead us in our hymn. You can't have forgotten.
This Rufus never heard the hymn, right?
The hymn.
Yeah, no, Actually, I don't know which Rufus this is. Is it the sewer one or the ground one? It's not the tower one. The tower one's dead.
Here we go.
Organon. 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 Organon.
I think I got it. No?
Organon.
Maybe now?
Organon.
I'm looking at the part with such. One more.
Organon. Organon.
This should be it. Oh, it should be hearts and it should be enough.
Organon.
This is actually a music track and not just them saying organ on American.
Ah, Cletus! There you are. There's your mysterious companion. I had hoped you would introduce me to the person who caused us so much trouble.
Don't worry, she's on board. You should be more worried about the others who are also on board. Your precious bailiff Argus has moved the entire Organon to this high boat.
What? That can't be true. Where is that traitor?
You know, I've got good news and bad news regarding him. The bad news is someone's got to clean the floor of the elevator shaft. I don't think that will be necessary.
Argus? I don't believe it. You are trying to deceive me? To bring the Organon to Elysium behind my back?
Yeah, but he didn't reckon with me. Oh, me?
What's going on here? Who is that?
I'm the real Cletus. He's just an imposter, which, strictly speaking, makes no difference. Plus or minus 2 zeros. My calculation turned out just right. This high boat is now under my control.
Not as long as I can prevent it.
Stop that!
This high boat is no longer bound for Elysium.
What? What? What?
I'm certainly not going to jeopardize the Utopian project by taking an invading army to Elysium. I'm initializing the destruction of Deponia. Right now, Elysium will have to start on its journey a little sooner than expected.
Stop! Ulysses! You fool! This is madness!
My decision stands. Don't try to stop me.
But...
But what?
But what about you? You're gonna die as well.
True, but this is a sacrifice I'm willing to make. With all the suffering I have caused, I don't deserve better.
Ha! So you've got a conscience after all. You don't have to do this.
Oh yes, I do.
But what about the Deponians? When you detonate Deponia, what will become of them?
Enough energy to catapult Elysium towards the nearest inhabitable planet, I hope.
Have you no conscience?
Oh, I do, most certainly. But it is necessary. And you are not going to change my mind.
But what about the Organon?
What about it? The Organon was destined to be blown up all along.
I forgot. But why would you want to sacrifice yourself for the Elysians? Who or what is forcing you? I mean, Deponia may be no paradise, but it's possible to live there, and many people do. And not everyone down there was as unhappy as me.
I know the life down at the surface. I spent a long time there myself. Like a rat amongst the garbage. That isn't a dignified life. Not for
a bunch of stuck-up swellheads?
Hey!
If you really want to know, this is about my daughter. She lives on Elysium. I want a better life for her. On Utopia. I'm doing this for you, Goal.
No! You old fool! What have you done?
What do you think? In a few minutes, a radio signal will be emitted from this high boat. It will activate all the blast towers around the planet. Deponia will be destroyed, and Elysium can finally set out on its journey to Utopia. I saved my daughter. That's what I have done.
I'm afraid I have to contradict you, Dad.
Go? What? What? How?
I went to Deponia with Cletus. I knew you would never permit it. That's why I didn't tell you.
The girl we were looking for was you, the one who took pity on these junkyard dwellers and sabotaged our plans? This was about you the entire time?
Can't we celebrate this family reunion some other time? Deponia may blow up any minute now.
Including us!
And your precious daughter. Exactly. What are you waiting for, Ulysses? Abort the detonation!
But that's impossible.
Can't we stop it somehow?
The only way would be to destroy the antenna before the signal has sent.
The transmitting antenna, of course.
But the transmitter is on top of the upper deck. It would be a suicide mission. Who would be crazy enough to try?
I'm in.
So am I. And I.
Well then, what are you waiting for?
I'm coming too.
You're staying here, Missy. You and I are going to have a serious talk.
Well done. I guess we're heading towards... Yes, Rufus and Cletus and such are the last hopes. Rufus, Cletus,
Why does
and
that always
Argus.
happen to me with antennas?
I don't
Here we
believe
go.
it's going
Haven't
to
got
end
all
well.
day, you know. Whoa! That was fun.
Fun? You moron! You almost killed us!
Oh, I've heard that so many times before, but never actually, you have killed us, and that makes all the difference.
That's
I
quite
guess
enough.
it does.
I've had it with you. You will hold yourself back from now on. Leave the rest to us. So,
How shall we proceed? You could jump. It's much too far. Or perhaps you could stop the rotor. Oh, don't be such a Rufus. The rotors are keeping the high boat upright. Even if we could block it, the high boat would capsize. That would be the end of us. How are we supposed to get to that? You know, we could... Shut up. You know, we could... Shut up.
Supposedly something here, but I can't.
Whoever would guess that the three of us would work together someday? Whoever would guess... Step aside. I've got a plan. Stop!
I guess
Don't!
that's the only thing that works, so...
I hit it! And who's the idiot now? You, of course. Same as always. Huh? Why? Just look. The transmitter fell into the rotor, and it keeps blinking like nothing happened. Oh, damn! It's still active. How are we going to reach it now? Whoever would guess that the three... There's a catwalk down there. Yes, I had noticed that too. Any chance we could get there by jumping? No idea. Why don't you ask our inspector over there? He's better at calculating the odds. There's a catwalk down there. I can see that. Any chance we could get there by jumping? Down there? Just how stupid are you? Answer his question, Cletus. Excuse me? You're the inspector here, aren't you? Then let's hear your assessment of the situation. What are the odds? Taking into account the rotation speed and the radius, the odds that we'd survive without being shredded by the rotor are about 1 in 3.
Well, we're free, so...
Well, 1 in 3 isn't half bad. That depends. It roughly corresponds to your brain cells per head ratio. Well, 1 in 3 isn't half bad. If the three of us all jump from different positions, at least one of us could make it, but that's insane. Have you got a better plan? No, bugger off. It's all settled then. It's all settled then. We count to 3, and then we all jump. 1, 2... Aren't you jumping? Are you? You were gonna cheat, huh? Not me. Nay. I almost jumped by myself. Good one. Again? All right, but no cheating this time. We jump at 3. 1, 2... You were about to cheat again. Well, 1 in 3 isn't half. That depends. It rough. Again? But no cheating. We jump. 1, 2. Next time we jump all together. Understand? Again? All
What
right.
am I missing?
1, 2.
There we go.
3.
And he didn't jump, of course.
Rufus? Rufus, wake up! Ouch! What happened? You made it! Bravo! Where's Cletus? I don't think he made it, but I'm not quite sure. It all went down very fast. Now, do you see the antenna anywhere? I'm at it. I can't reach it from here. No, wait a second. If I loosen this screw, what will hold up the bridge?
I guess this part. surprised that this is working as well as it does.
Ha! I've got it! Do you hear me, Argus? I've got it! Very good. And now, destroy it, piece of cake.
This should work.
No! What are you doing? Destroying the transmitter. What else? You're not about to stick your hand in the rotor, are you? I knew you were an idiot, but the sheer folly of this really surmounts everything I've heard so far! I did it! The transmitter is destroyed! Deponia is safe! Yes, very impressive. But to make it a little more interesting, you blocked the rotor. Then help me up so we can get the rotor running again. It would be such a bummer if the high boat were to break apart at this point. After all, we're only a stone's throw from Elysium. Yes, that's an idea. Another idea would be to let you rot down there. I suppose it depends. Depends on what? Your decision. Will you help me with my coup against the Council of Elders? Yes. You what?
What's going on?
Of course I
Something's
won't
blocking the
help you.
starboard rotor.
Is that bad?
No idea. You missed Deponia.
We're about to crash? But we're almost there. I can already see the airlocks.
The airlocks, you say? But of course.
The maintenance ladders.
Perhaps I can hold our position long enough so we can evacuate. Go and gather your friends together.
And what about the organons?
Them too, of course. Now that the detonation has been cancelled, I hope that Argus will rethink his plan. I will inform the Council of Elders.
But what about you?
Go! There's no time for discussion. Go now!
I refuse to believe this. You still intend to have the Organon invade Elysium? Why not? Where else could we go? I will never allow that to happen. Oh, come on, Rufus. Those soldiers down there are our brothers. We share the same genes. Basically, we're identical. Why should you be allowed to get to Elysium and not one of them? Or two, or three? Where do you draw the line? Who gets to decide that? You, perhaps? No, but so. What do you say? Over my dead body. That's too bad, but it can't be helped. Somehow I knew you wouldn't cooperate. So long, Rufus. No, stop that! You rotten bastard!
Looks like they just survived. Oh.
There you are again. Ah! It hurts! It's your own fault. Ow. You're a fine one to laugh, but now we're all in the same boat again. I think I can free myself. Don't! The rotor is only stuck because we're all in between. As soon as one of us moves, it will start running again. Then we all die. But if we continue blocking the rotor, then the high boat will crash one way or another. We're dead. Just how did we manage to end up in this stupid situation? Don't look at me. You two messed it up this time. What? Can't come up with a cunning plan for once? Let me think. Nah, it's completely hopeless. So, we can relax then.
Rufus! Cletus?
Goal!
What's happened here?
Doesn't matter. You have to get us out of here. Preferably before the high boat crashes.
Yes, it's a little too late for that. Dad says that all these rotor failures have damaged the engines. He's able to hold the high boat in position for now. But evacuation has already started. We've only got minutes.
Oh, great. Now everyone's getting to Elysium but me. right?
Exactly. Get me out of here. You can only save one of us before the rotor starts turning again.
No, there must be a way to get all three of you out.
No, there isn't. Come on, make a decision.
How can I decide that? I don't even know who's who.
I'm Rufus.
I am Rufus. He's lying. I am Rufus.
They're both
Cletus.
bold-faced liars. I am Rufus.
That's
oh,
Argus.
great. And now, can the real Rufus give me some sort of proof?
Of course I can. Well, simply trust your heart.
Huh. Let me see. My heart says, perhaps the one in front.
What? No! Forget the bit about your heart. There are more reliable methods. Look carefully. I'm much better looking than those two scarecrows.
I can't see a thing from here. You all look the same in those costumes. I need a better clue than that.
Please make up your mind. Time's running out. The high boat could crash any moment now.
Pressuring me like that won't make it any easier. What if I accidentally pick Argus?
Hey ho. I'm the roofster.
Huh.
I know something that the other two definitely don't.
Oh? And what's that?
You're wearing your purple underwear today.
Huh? When did you see my underwear?
I think my fingers are slipping.
Oh, great. Now we have to start over again. So, who's who?
Rufus. I can't convince her I'm Rufus, can I?
I am Cletus. What? That's not true. I am Cletus. Nonsense. I am Cletus.
Wait a minute. Does that mean that among the three of you, only Cletus is man enough to reveal his identity? It's what I had expected from Argus, but Rufus? After all we've been through, you don't even trust me enough to show yourself?
You're right, Gold. I'm sorry. I'm Rufus, of course.
Don't believe a word he says. I am Rufus.
Oh, really? Prove it.
Well... Who cares which of us is Rufus? Just leave us here and save yourself. The most important thing is that you survive.
Ha! He just gave himself away. Exactly. The real Rufus.
That's me. Would never say such a thing.
You're right. That really didn't sound like Rufus. Could it be possible that you changed that much?
The real Rufus will never change. You know that.
Then perhaps it's just another trick to look good.
No! It's true. I'm not Rufus. Rufus? That's him.
What?
Yes. Yeah, sure. He's right. I am Rufus.
Is this a trick? A last desperate maneuver? You know, if I help him, it's too late to change your mind. You're going to fall and die.
Definitely. Just think. How can I be the real Rufus? The real Rufus is never going to give up. He'll never change. And he'll never...
Every game, Rufus has the chance to go to the Elysium. But he always does the right thing in the end.
Let go.
Stop! No! No!
Come on, Go. We need to get out. Come.
Huh?
Hello, Rufus!
What? Barry, what are you doing here?
You were my idol, you remember? And I follow you everywhere. No, seriously, I just wanted to tell you how much I admire what you're doing here. At first, of course, I was shocked, but then I did understand. Brilliant, really. It was actually the only thing you could do. A genius plan, even from a philosophical point of view. The ultimate altruistic deed. Huh. Wow, Rufus, The oh-so-resolute Rufus at last finally changed!
Are you ready?
I don't know. Do you really think this outfit is appropriate?
But Rufus, everyone knows you're a Deponian. You remember that, right? You no longer need to pretend. Never again. You can simply be yourself. Forever, Rufus.
But this is totally cool.
Ah, here come our heroes, the saviors of Deponia. Well, a fine mess you got us into, if I may say so. Your report poses us a difficult dilemma. Naturally, now that we know Deponia is inhabited, our journey to Utopia is cancelled for the time being. But the high boat is destroyed, and the cable is cut. And with so many new citizens, our resources will be used up even faster than expected. What will become of Elysium? Are we forced to land on Deponia? Is that the solution? So many questions.
I'm afraid I have no answers for you, Your Eminence. But this Deponian here is a true genius.
Who? Me?
If you're stuck for unusual ideas, his imagination knows no limit.
Go ahead. Any suggestion will be welcome.
But Goal?
You can do it.
Well, perhaps we could mount some rockets on Elysium.
Go on.
Or flying dragons. And if we put monster truck tires on a gigantic dirigible...
Monster truck tires?
Then perhaps we could train a few eagles and...
Getting back to those flying dragons, how big would they have to be?
Oh, huge! With very large teeth.
I
and
guess
they should
this is
breathe
it
fire.
for Goodbye Deponia. A fine ending. And here comes the last song for the trilogy.
I'm closing my case. There's nothing left to say. Any last questions? I take that as a no. If you feel battered, your whole world is shattered, I may have a helpful suggestion for you. Just grab your harmonica and sing about Deponia. And Rufus' dream of a life more ideal, and the fact that sometimes there may be just one last chance to save the day if you let go. And if that's so, I'm off now for real.
Ursa is off now for real.
Thank you all very much for watching Goodbye Deponia. See you all in the next game. Goodbye. I guess there's the credits. With pictures from all the games, it seems like this is the beginning. Obviously there's one more game. Have heard some different things about it. This was supposed to be a trilogy to begin with, but everyone was asking for a sequel, I think. So they made one. I don't know how canon it is to everything. I know they haven't made a fifth one, but they have made a Dungeons and Dragons thing. The role-playing tabletop for Deponia. I don't think the story continues there. Maybe some way. But yeah, as a trilogy, Deponia is fairly good. It most puzzles you can figure out by yourself. It's obviously it's that one from the second game with the audio that I still very much have a problem with. The rest you can sort of figure out just step by step. Fun journey, fun characters. Especially Rufus. He's a selfish asshole most of the time, but he's usually doing the good thing in the end. That's admirable, I guess. But since I am on the completed edition, it will soon begin the next game, so I say this right now. Thank you all very much for watching once again. The Deponia, Goodbye Deponia series and the earlier Deponias. The next game, Deponia Doomsday, will continue on directly after this, as usual. And I hope you all have enjoyed. And I see you all next time. Goodbye.